everyone, and welcome to ZankCast, where we discuss Beyblade topics. As I was dead last week because technology has failed me, we are back with our Okay, that was a little too low for the audio. Okay, sorry. We are back with our co-host Nizuma.
Hey, thanks for having me, bro.
Okay, I'm pointing the right way this time. I gotta make sure I don't peek on the audio. I keep forgetting because the audio is like here, and I go, and then it goes like that, and I have to edit. It's a nightmare. Okay, so a lot happened in 2 weeks. Tripio's dead. Hasbro Beyblade X info, and we are less than 7 days from the Beyblade UX info. So let's go over the tiny bits that's just kind of small just to talk about. Let me get it loaded up on here. Oh, I think I took a screenshot of this. So if anyone purchased a unicorn recently, there's been a big update that Takara told me it did, and they're even doing this on other molds of production of this year, where I'll show a picture of it. This is an updated mold now, where instead of all the parts where it holds the ratchet being a square, it's like a sloped square. It's like, yeah, kind of like a right triangle almost, kind of, but like more smoother. So Takara told me it addresses a big design flaw with the X Beyblades, and kind of what do you think about it? Because we talked about this with Cake like a couple months ago.
Yeah, I think it's cool they're making some revisions. I didn't realize that those were such a problematic part. Like, I've seen a couple people with like stress on those, or that have broken, like a couple that have broken off, but like I didn't think it was like so prevalent that it needed to change. But I mean, I'm down for it. It doesn't seem to affect burst resistance, so you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, I did. I mean, it's exciting, just because it takes time. I feel like it's like this new generation where it's just like, you know, like the Reddit kids or like the YouTube community tab kids or whatever. It's like freaking out over everything. This is a big problem. But you know, when we talked about it with Cake, it's like, yeah, TT usually does these fixes like a couple months later, and it's like,
yeah,
wow, like clockwork. Now we get to a topic that you're not gonna like, but we got to talk about it. It's very important. Your boy, they killed him. Poor guy.
Yeah.
Poor Tripio.
Yeah. So, like, they posted like the little article talking about why it was canceled, and they were like, "It's too big. It gets in the way of your fingers when you're launching." That's a cop-out. That is a straight-up cop-out, because the same issue is there with plastic gen launchers. Like, it's this you deal with the same issue. So like that's a bunch of crap. Also, nobody expected them to give us the original size. Like you showed a picture of it, like scaled down. That would have been fine. I would have been totally. That's what I expected. I was like, it'll be a scaled down, and it'll kind of look like Tripio. That I would have been perfectly happy with that. That would have worked. It's a cop out. They could have gave it to us. It's dumb.
I was a non-believer since the start. I do think it is, I don't know. They show the development process, I can kind of understand it, but I also think like they had to have some forethought when they were doing this. Like, okay, you could just say, hey, Tripio got #1, but it's not going to be feasible because X-Bays are really fast and it's going to hit the hand. Actually, it's really just this string launch, and now that I think about it, that's the issue, because I've tried it with the regular AR. I've tried a 3D print that seems close to the original size, and the Ripcore, you really don't get hit by it. String, you do, and that definitely is a hazard. But I don't know. And this is the thing, right? People say, oh, these remakes, anytime they do it, they're just for the shelf or whatever. They're not meant to be used. No, they clearly are talking about the fact that if you try to use it at all, there is this issue. I do agree with you that the smaller version would have been fine. Then, you could have done maybe some in between. Actually, I'm just trying to see. No, yeah, it kind of looks like maybe a little bit wider than Shield. What I think is the reality. I don't think it's a launcher thing because you could just put a warning on the box, maybe.
Yeah.
But I think the issue is that the design, it just can't work for X because you can't KO it, you can't extreme it, and that's the original design. Okay, you make it the revised version. It's a circle. You make the outer part metal. Bruh. Like...
Yeah, it would have been fine. It would have been fine.
I think it's too good to exist in X. I think it's like the same issue that Metal Fight had in Burst, where Metal Fight's shapes are very rounded off, and for Burst that doesn't work because that means they sweep. So I don't know.
Right.
I think it's dumb.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine, I guess, but I still feel like it's a cop out. They could have figured it out.
It's mostly annoying because it's not like the other options or anything. Like everything else is like the four original bit beasts. Like it's a Dragoon, it's a Drigger, it's a Dronzer, Drasil. Okay, there's a Waldborg, but that's like there's nothing like. That's why I wish they maybe did two different polls. But that's the thing, democracy, right? You put the most popular ones, people are gonna flock to that. I don't know. Even like other stuff, like I don't know, because it's the idea of faithfulness. Like if Trigal Wand, for an example, or Cyber Dragoon, you know, like maybe the blade they slightly, I don't know. I don't even know how much I believe the faithfulness, because like I don't know. I mean, the Burst remakes are pretty modified in their shape just to work for the Burst system, the plastic gen ones. But then you can argue, well, how modified is this compared to the? I don't know. I honestly think they're just like, it's too strong. Make up the launcher. The launcher is still valid, but that's my conspiracy.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. It's like maybe just 2 rounds. Yeah, I mean, it's probably something like that, or maybe like just like as big as the disc would have to be, because it would have to be metal, right? So they'd have to have some sort of.
I've done a 3D print. I tried 2 battles. Drawn sword. I have like half a frisbee.
Yeah. Maybe it's just I'm sure there's issues,
Hasbro.
Multiple issues that.
It's your time.
Yeah, Hasbro, give it to us. You're giving us everything else.
They did also give some minor stuff for Beyblade Day, which I think this might just be it that they're going to be doing, but they said this is the Storm Pegasus remake. This is the one that got number 2, I think, on the Metal Fight remake poll. So, Storm Pegasus info on Beyblade Day. I would hope they maybe also announce, like, one of the Burst models. Because even if they announce, okay, here's what Pegasus is going to look like, is it going to be... Do you think the Metal Fight one is going to actually be, like, completed kind of like what Drigger S was? Or I think it's going to look similar to maybe, like, Tripio. I don't know. Because, like, Drigger S, when we saw it was basically done.
Yeah.
Tripio is still prototype. Do you think, if they show the Metal Fight on March, do you think prototype or, like, Drigger S?
That's a good question. They could do either. I'm sure it's probably already at a point where, like, it's
already
pretty
has
much,
to be done.
Yeah, it's pretty much done. Because, like, Storm Pegasus, a lot of the Metal Fight stuff I feel like is going to be pretty easy to adapt. Because it's already got, like, the metal with the plastic in the center. It's, like, sort of already formatted for that, more or less.
Yeah.
So I don't think it would be super hard.
I think, well, I mean, Lightning is where this is going to get really tricky, how they're going to do that.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to think. Actually, I think what they might do for Lightning is probably the clear wheel. I don't know. They would have to make the clear wheel actually metal.
Well, maybe. I mean, look at the new UX thing that's coming out. Like, there's plastic sticking out on that's going to make contact for sure.
I feel like Eldrago might be another design wall, but I hope we see maybe something with the burst. I think burst is too cursed for them to do, because it's like all the design of it. Like, okay, Plastic Gen, there's the bit base, that's the sticker in the middle. Metal Fight, you do a little hexagon thing, you put a sticker in the middle. Burst designs are almost all centered into the middle, and I don't know how you do it. And I think they'll probably do some miniaturized version, maybe. Otherwise, it's gonna look like a Hasbro Bay with the cut and stuff. But yeah, I hope we see something else for Beyblade Day, because it's like, if it's just Pegasus, like, I'll take it, but gotta give me something else.
Yeah. Hopefully, I'm hoping they announce some other stuff outside of just Beyblade stuff too. It'd be cool if they'd announce some other merch for the anniversary. That'd be nice.
I would love to see that, actually, or maybe like some promotional comics. They've done it before, but I don't know. Anyways, we now got, okay, that's done. We'll leave UX for the end for our final predictions. Okay, Hasbro. Jesus Christ. These Hasbro guys, let me tell you, these Hasbro guys, they're not saying, they're doing a lot. They're doing a lot. So before we
kids are already typing in the comments. We haven't even said anything yet. They're already typing.
I didn't say anything yet. I think the name change is done. Oh man, he's already complaining about it. Bruh, I can't breathe. So we were the first to break the news on this, me and Cypress on it. And this was basically all the info for everything. Now, in terms of the price stuff, and I was talking to this with Q, this is in euros, and this is kind of shaky. The winder, I think, was about like 10 euros. And 10 euros to like USD is like, yeah, just about the same. And I don't know if that's the finalized one. Keep in mind with this listing stuff, not everything's going to be maybe 100%. Maybe some things get changed. I do know, I think one of the 2-packs, I think was like, I'm going to ask, I was talking to Kyo about it. I think it was something like, I think the prices are, okay, 2-packs about 20 euros, about like 29 Canadian. So the prices I would say are probably like, more or less, they should be the same as like whatever you see for like a Quad Strike starter or a Quad Strike 2-pack. I don't know if it'll be slightly more. I mean, Canadian retail is already screwed, so I don't know how we're going to get it. But in terms of the price stuff, that is the new information. The other stuff, the box dimensions, you can also say, well, I'm not too sure about that. And fair enough. The dimensions are kind of similar. I mean, the Quad Strike boxes, those are already basically what TT are doing for Beyblade X. So they're more or less similar. The stadium's one thing I'm worried about. The stadium's dimensions are, and we haven't seen the stadium, obviously, but it's what we were talking about before, where it seems they're making like a shittier version of the main stadium, and it's like gonna be this confined space. I don't know. We need to see the stadium, obviously. What do you think they could probably do for it? Because at this point, it seems highly likely we're gonna get like the shitty version of the main X stadium.
Yeah, I mean, Allegedly. We talked about this. Yeah, we talked about this on previous podcasts too about the stadium, and I'm confused at how it could even work. Like, I don't know how. Like, sure, you could maybe scale it down and stuff, but like, it has to have rails or gears somewhere on it. Otherwise, it like makes the whole gear thing redundant. Two, it's got to have a shroud. There's no way that you you don't have a shroud on the stadium. So obviously, yeah. I don't. I'm very confused by that.
My theory, because the X stadium in itself is super large, and because of the space you would have to have inside, I'm thinking if, let's say, it's a smaller radius that the bays are traveling, that could probably mean it's probably less speed they're actually making. So maybe not as dangerous as a regular X stadium without the shroud. But that's just speculation. I don't know what it is. I am assuming, judging by this, it'll very likely be plastic They're not plastic. Whatever the material of the stadiums is, you know what I mean? Like molded on the stadium instead of it being like the gears we have to that are attached on.
Yeah. With that, my only concern is like the rails that we have on the actual TT stadium are like thick plastic. If they're molded in, because like it's the stadiums that are like the molded stadiums or whatever from Hasbro are typically pretty thin plastic. They're not super thick. So
Yeah.
I'm sure they could. Yeah, I'm sure they could figure it out. But yeah, and if there's no exits, if they're just doing straight pocket, I don't know. I have to see it. I really am like very confused by it though.
I think that's probably going to be even the product stuff. And when I say don't take too much out of these listings, like I think one of them said the material's just plastic, but I thought, dude, these listings are still probably being done, and I highly doubt. Well, we'll save it if they actually do the worst case scenario, but I don't think it is that if they do the X-Base plastic, that's nuking a whole gen. That's nuking it.
Yeah, no, I don't think they can. I legitimately like they wouldn't function. The battles would last like 10 seconds. There's no way. There's no way.
I do think.
There's no way. I would riot. Everyone would riot. Dude, like that would be a terrible decision.
Whole week.
Oh my.
No, but I do think the shitty launchers we saw on the BX-22, the entry drawn sword, I think that's Hasbro's base. I think you're not going to get the proper winder, probably. I think you're going to get that one. Because if the price point is kind of similar to what the entry is, and realistically, the price for a regular X Bay is like almost equivalent to a Pro Series Bay, it would make sense that they'd probably put those shitty launchers there, which I guess I understand, but I was just clicking stuff together.
I mean, okay, so actually going back to the stadium, I'm just thinking about this. Going back to the stadium, if they did just a circle, if they just did a circle and did a rail that just went around in a circle all the way around like the perimeter of the stadium, like it didn't curve out or anything, they could do it like that, and that would eliminate, I think, maybe a lot of the like super high impact stuff. Also, the proto launchers, I didn't buy it. I didn't buy that entry set John Sword or whatever, but I imagine that those are significantly weaker. So maybe that is like the entry stuff for kids, just to get them into it, and then maybe they do a pro set with like that legitimate launchers and like the bigger stadium and all of that.
Yeah,
I could see that.
I think that would make the most amount of sense. Now, winder, I don't think would be. Well, I assume they wouldn't. Would they? Would they put like the good launcher sold separately, like the regular winder that we have? No, surely it's the string.
I mean, they might.
Oh god.
Plastic gen. Like they did the electronic shooters, which is like basically a singular launcher that was sold separate. They did other grips that had built-in launchers or whatever that were sold by themselves.
Oh my god, this was done in Burst actually. It's called like the super. Let me see if I can find it. Burst is something called like a super grip launcher, I think. And let me try to see. It was like a better ripcord launcher basically that they did. So actually, I wouldn't be too surprised if they did do the thing. I would really, really prefer if Hasbro did not suck and they gave us a string. That would be awesome. If you got a string, hell yeah. And this is what I mean.
I do hope. Oh yeah, I remember that. I do hope they do string launchers. I think if they don't. I don't think a lot of people will be too upset because I think the majority of people are probably. I mean, you've been to more events than I have. Are people primarily using the ripcords?
It depends. I think a lot more of the seasoned players that I know are maybe using string just because it's less tension, right? Like if I keep doing like every single time, my arm's gonna get tired. It wouldn't.
Yeah, well,
I
feel like you tend to move your hand too. Yeah, I don't think it's like. Here's the thing. If doing the proto launchers with like the regular releases keeps the price point low, I'm fine with that. If they want to do the launchers separate, like the bigger launchers or the string launchers separate, I'm totally fine with that, or put it in a pro set. That doesn't bother me, because like, let's be honest, I don't need like, 50 launchers. I don't need a new launcher every time I buy a Beyblade. So I'm just going to throw that crap out anyway.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
We're going to go over the names because I already shared my opinion on it, and they're already in my throat. Okay.
People are going to be mad at me too. But I'm going to explain why I'm not happy with it.
First of all, actually, ironically, someone told me this. I did a typo because incendio, every single time my brain is thinking of that word, and it's supposed to be scythe incendio, but I put incendio scythe every single time. So that's an error in the video, an error in the community tab. But we got these are confirmed, trademarked. And by the way, it does seem like the names, when we're putting in the titles, which I had to go fix this for like 1 hour, they are with spaces. They aren't put together. If that's how the trademark is, that's how I'm taking it now. So the names are Sword Drawn, Helm Knight, Arrow Wizard, Scythe Incendio. So we'll go over the least offender in this, the Scythe name change. It makes sense. You can't use Hell. Incendio, whatever, it means fire, flame. Okay. I would have maybe thought Inferno? Maybe that's going to be used for a future Hell thing. Maybe Incendio Inferno. Does that sound redundant? But you know what I mean? Or I thought maybe Hades, though.
Or Hades, Burn, even. There's like,
I don't know, but that's like least offender. No, we'll get into the reverse in a second. Wizards are the same, other than the reverse of the thing. Now, Helm Knight is where I don't like the name change, and I'll explain why. So I understand that probably, I would have thought if they combined the words, maybe they could have gotten away with it. But I guess shield is too hard, it's too generic of a thing to get like trademarked for a product, I guess, to get like that patents or whatever. Maybe that's because like even like Unicorn, like in Metal Fight, they called it Striker. I don't know, but then after in Metal Fight they did Fire Blaze. Isn't Thief Phoenix? I think Thief Phoenix is called Thief Phoenix. I don't know, it gets very tricky. So. But Helm I don't like, because Helm obviously means it's the thing it has on the head, the knight thing, right?
The helmet,
The thing is with like, I don't know. It's not that big of a deal. I didn't like it too much because it does kind of kill the whole RPG theme of the first four, because the first four is like character plus RPG weapon.
Right.
It's whatever. Helm Knight. We don't have Lance. I don't know if Lance would get changed.
Lance Knight.
Maybe. But now let's get over to the really wacky part. The names have always been like character, then after weapon, or after that the feature of the design. So like Wyvern Gale, the Gale is like it's shaped like the wind. They have reversed it. And the reason why I think they did this is because of like the Burst Kids. Oh, it's like Victory Valkyrie, Storm Spriggan, Sword Drawn, Helm Knight. I think that's the only reason. I don't like it, because first of all, the name does matter like a teensy bit just for marketing wise. They kind of sound redundant. Like, okay, here's the thing. It's called Drawn because it's a shortened version of dragon. In, right?
Right.
So why not call it Sword Dragon? Why keep the Drawn? Like the Drawn's already this weird thing and this abbreviation in Japan, whatever. And no, Hasbro's not like not Hasbro. 80K this localization. Oh well, it's called Sword Drawn because it's a sword drawn. You guys aren't clever. And I read the comments. You guys aren't clever. Stop it. What do you think about it? I just think it's kind of, I don't know. It makes it sound really weird, like a bizarre.
Yeah, I don't understand the point really. And like you said, it might be because of the burst thing to try to keep the naming sort of similar for people like
That's
kids.
the only other way I can think of.
Yeah. Otherwise, I don't really understand the point. It complicates, like the naming doesn't roll off your tongue as well either. Like, and some of them are just end up being kind of weird, like Tail Viper, Claw Leon, Edge Shark.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, some of them just sound weird. Phoenix Burn sounds way worse than Burn or
Wing Phoenix.
Phoenix Wing sounds way better than Wing Phoenix to
Feather
me.
Phoenix.
I don't know.
Actually, you know what? What I just think that probably makes the most amount of sense, because this is more or less right after Burst, it probably makes sense I want to try to pander to the Burst generation because they're so closely connected in the namesake. But
yeah,
I don't know. I still think it's going to be dumb.
Ultimately, like the naming, it
doesn't matter.
The only reason that I care about it is because it makes things complicated, especially when you're having topic discussions or you're making content or whatever. Because all of a sudden, like when Beyblade hits the West and all these kids are like getting into it, they don't know anything about it. They're gonna be looking up videos, and so if you're making content, you got to figure out how to. You now got to choose between titling it Sword Drawn or Drawn Sword, and then you've got people in your comments going, "Why are you saying it backwards?" Like, regardless of how you title it, the Western kids are gonna be like, "Why are you saying it backwards?" Then the Japanese fans are gonna be like, "Why are you saying it backwards?" So it just like makes things complicated, and then you got to explain it. That's the reason that I don't like it. It's just because it just complicates.
I've had to deal with that so many times. There'd be like a release where it'd be like, "Oh, is that Savior Valtric?" No, it's called Savior Valkyrie. Read the title, right? That's the title of the thing.
Yeah.
It makes it so annoying. Again, just to be clear, it's not a big deal. It's just like, oh, that's kind of dumb. That's my take. I've literally said in the original video, it doesn't matter. The products matter.
Well,
the names are dumb, but I can still make fun of the names.
Like with Burst, you could kind of get by with it because like it's two different products. Like they're functionally different. Like material-wise, gimmick-wise, once you get later on, even like, one's teeth and one's slope. So there's something to differentiate the two. But if they end up being the same, then it's just you've got these name changes and they're virtually the same product. And it just complicates. That's why I don't like it. It just complicates.
Yeah. I think it's pretty reasonable. Now, we're going to get into the big one. Now, there was another one that was announced, but I didn't want to do another video on it just because I already did one, and I feel like the point's the same either way. Probably I'd be a little bit more angry on that second one, but okay, they announced, then there's a listing. We're going to go over all of them for Beyblade X's collaboration. Now, keep in mind, in terms of Beyblade collabs, for like physical products, you've gotten, what is it, Serrano? Am I saying that right? Hello Kitty?
For what? Sanrio.
Oh,
Sanrio?
God.
Yeah.
I might be dyslexic. I think I really am, not at this point.
You're kidding.
Okay, well, Hello Kitty. I think, what else? There's like there's like cross-brand with like beat 'em and stuff. I'm trying to think. There's YouTube
been a
recolors.
Few in the past. Yeah.
The
Plastic Gen had a couple. They had like one with Radio Shack or something. Samsung. Really? Yeah.
So they have announced, I keep saying announced, the listings. Iron Man plus Thanos, Spider-Man and Venom, and Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader.
Yeah.
All 2-packs. They're smart.
Yeah.
Make the most money. Respect Hasbro.
Yeah. So how do you feel about these? Before I throw my 2 cents.
First of all, I need to find a good comment that kind of addresses. So first of all, my thing is like, to do this, it must be the case that the end of Burst was really poor for them in order to already rely on all of these collaborations. I don't think it's the fact that it is a collab. I think it's the fact it's all this at once It's almost like this over-reliance on these other RPs of Marvel and Disney just to make money. So that's the perspective that I have, where it's like, this is kind of dumb. And the reason why I think this way is because, well, when they said exclusive, my assumption was a Katana Muramasa, Berserk Linworm, or Orpheus. And in Burst Generation, they actually had designers. I think we even met the guy who actually does the designs of it back in New York Toy Fair. And I was like, okay, this is like this cool thing because Hasbro and TT are slightly different. Hasbro has the benefit of cool new exclusive content when they were on par, and it was really awesome. After that point, it was just more like, yeah, this is still kind of nice. And my issue is like, if you have a Spider-Man, a Venom, an Iron Man, let's say, for argument's sake, these things sell well. Why would they want to do actual exclusive bays? Why do a Hawk Strike? Why do Mont Blanc? Why do those if you can just milk a Ghostbusters, a My Little Pony, whatever IPs that they have? And the other side of the coin of this is like, okay, well, Hasbro's doing this because it's going to bring non-Beyblade fans into the brand, and you're maybe going to have a crossover. And for both sides of the argument, it's essentially where it's a wait and see. Will these things sell well? We'll see, because it's not really like the appeal is the Beyblade audience. They're trying to go for the outer fans, I guess, but I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, so, like, I like the idea of collaborations. I do think having, like, the fact that we found them so early and these are going to be at launch basically is weird to me.
Very
that we're going to have we're just going to have a bunch of these collaborations right at launch. I like the idea. Like I said, I like the idea of collaborations, but it seems weird to me, especially because like Marvel and Star Wars as IPs right now, while historically they're really big, they haven't exactly been performing particularly well in the last like couple years. People can have debates about that as much as they want, but like Thanos hasn't been relevant in years, and Star Wars merchandise isn't exactly flying off the shelves. So, and I don't think, as somebody who's a big Star Wars fan and a big comic book guy, I mean, I like DC more than Marvel, but as somebody in general who likes those types of properties or whatever, it seems like a really weird mix. Like, I don't want Beyblade to feel like one of those gimmick toys that just gets a bunch of different collaboration. Like, where you like go in a toy aisle and you see like Iron Man yo-yos. Like, I don't want Beyblade to be the equivalent of that. So it does seem strange to me, especially the IP picks I think are a bit weird. I mean, I saw it's interesting that they're Disney IPs too. So I'm very curious where that's going. I did see recently that, and this is kind of long shot conspiracy theory.
Okay,
that
where are you going?
Yeah, Fortnite. Mm-hmm. Fortnite just leaked a Disney crossover, and we're getting Disney
like 1.3 billion or something like that into like Fortnite.
Yeah, so Disney's doing Fortnite collab, and then we're getting Disney Beyblades, Disney IP Beyblades. Is there going to be a crossover there somewhere? Because when you think about Beyblade, like there isn't really, like Fortnite's generally a pretty competitive game, very big property. That would be a crossover that I think would actually have impact. Not that I'm saying that I would like to see that, but to get it on people's radar, I could definitely see there being Beyblades in Fortnite. Like, as much as people probably don't like that, probably on both sides. Right. Beyblade fans probably don't like that, and Fortnite fans probably don't like that. But I could totally see that happening.
I can barely play the game. Yeah, I did think. I'm wondering what the relationship between Hasbro and Disney is, because I'm not too sure, and how much that extends. Because I imagine I don't know how it was. Like Tigger Tomy talks to Hasbro, and then Hasbro talks to Disney, or is it like Tigger Tomy Japan talks to Disney for Hasbro, or whatever? But are we gonna see?
I mean, that's another thing too. Is like Koro has like tons of adverts. The official Koro like YouTube channel has like promos for Fortnite. They have all kinds of Fortnite content stuffed into Koro. So I don't know,
Yeah.
man.
I feel the Bailey collab would make. I mean, listen, listen, I'm gonna be honest. Like Fortnite right now, they will collab with it's like a collab every week.
Everything. Yeah, literally everything. So that
It
wouldn't
makes
surprise
sense down the line. I honestly thought it makes more sense than Roblox. Not even like the Roblox thing was anything special.
Yeah, the Roblox thing. I mean, I like not just not in the Roblox community, but like I mean, I've definitely aged out of that market. But like, I think a Beyblade event or Beyblade items or weapons or whatever in Fortnite would be way more. Yeah, it'd be like you just launch Beyblades at people's builds and it just shreds them. Like that'd be hilarious. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm fine with collaborations as long as they're tasteful, as long as they look good. I don't want them to oversaturate the market with
what
them.
I would like is like, I have to be careful how I phrase this. Not necessarily soulless. Like in the Hello Kitty thing, you see cute promo art of Hello Kitty, and it's like this very nice.
Right.
I don't know. I feel like maybe just Japan and Bitter is more organized for this stuff for general collaborations. I would love to see them draw key art of Thanos launching a Beyblade and Iron Man launching a Beyblade or Darth Vader. And if they do that, I'll take it.
I mean, if they look good, like I'm expecting them to just be recolors, but if they're painted and or plated and they look nice and they have good paint application, I'm down. Like I'll use a Darth Vader Helm Knight or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I'm fine with that.
Well, that's what I'm trying to think. So I gave two possibilities when I was talking about it. One, it's just a sticker, and it's like a purple Knight Shield, and it's a Thanos sticker, and that's it.
Right.
If it's new content, new blades, whatever, like I'll take it. Obviously, I think I just like to see stuff that's not specifically all this collaboration stuff. Like collaborations are nice to have. I just want to see like true exclusive content. And again, I understand the idea of maybe crossover or whatever, but I don't know. We'll see where that. I'm trying to think. I don't know if there's any other stuff that they can really do. What G.I. Joe? Would that be
They could do
Sky's the limit, I guess.
I don't know. Hasbro might do G.I. Joe. They could do Power Rangers. I think they have Power Rangers.
Oh my god, I'd love that.
They could. Yeah, they could do like you said. They could do Transformers. They could do My Little Pony, which would ironically
that would make the most sense.
Yeah, if they fly off the shelves. Every tournament would be Rainbow Dash. 100%. Like people, those would sell for sure. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot they could do as long as I'm being optimistic.
I draw the line at fucking Furbies and potato heads. That's where the line's cross.
Toy Story for sure.
Oh my god.
Or Baymax. I'd love Big Hero 6 crossover. Baymax for sure. I'd take Baymax any day. But I'm fine with crossovers if they look
no Peppa the Pig.
Yeah, if they're done well. Like right. I think it's fun. I think it's funny. It's one of the reasons why I like collaborations in Fortnite is because it's funny to see Goku fight Master Chief. Like it's funny to go to tournaments and have this like meme Beyblade and use that. Like I think
this is the one thing actually I just expand on what you're saying. Like it's this nice idea of a collaboration stuff. Okay, let's move past it, whatever. Let's just say they only do those stuff for the exclusive, just within the Hasbro stuff that they can do. Right. So you get a Power Ranger, maybe a Rainbow Dash, whatever. What I'm wondering now, let's say hypothetically, Iron Man, and it's a new Blade. Let's just say the Blade. Honestly, if it's just a Blade that's new, I'll take it. They don't need to do a new Ratchet. They don't need to do, if they do everything new, okay, fine. They get their flowers. Let's just say the Blade. I'm curious if this could influence Takara Tomy for future stuff for X, if they want to do collabs, what they want to do. Because remember, there was the free run one that they did, which is not really specifically Beyblade. It was the comic itself. They just used Beyblades. But, dude, how many Evangelion collabs are there? Or like other popular anime IPs and stuff. I think to take away from this, right? Because obviously everything I probably tweet on Twitter is my initial thoughts, and then after I usually don't look at whatever the replies are because I think maybe I should have thought about it. But maybe we could see an influence for future Japan collaborations. And if that happens, then honestly, I'll take it then. Because it would be so cool to see Beyblade with other... I think it's an interesting idea, but I think what do they select? Like Hello Kitty, it makes the most.
So wait,
it's such a popular...
I want. There's Takara Tomy already has a ton of properties, but I want Liger Zero Beyblade.
I want model kits.
Yeah, it's a model kit / anime / motorized kit thing. It's but
sure.
It's recent. That's having its anniversary, I think, this year too. So man, that would be so sick. I'd be totally down with that.
I think it would be really cool. And I know it's won't happen. Listen, because we can get every collaboration possible with Beyblade. I think most likely my dream one, which maybe let's go with our dream one. Let's go with Japan, because Hasbro, it's limited to their IPs. I would absolutely love Pokemon and Beyblade for like a Bey collaboration, like a Pikachu or something. That would be really cool. Yeah, that'd be cool. And Takara Tomy does do Pokemon toys too, I think, as well. Yeah, they handle it.
I'm pretty sure. So they could, if we don't get them in the West, maybe we get them from Takara. But there's so much they could do, and I'm down for all of it as long as it looks good. If it looks good, I'll buy it. Yeah. Like even if it's just a recolor, if it's a painted recolor and the chip looks cool or whatever, I'm down. I'll take it.
Even in paint, this is something I wanted to think about a lot for Hasbro X. If you look at Metal Fight. Like, Metal Fight had, a lot of painted recolors and a lot of painted releases. And one thing I'm kind of wondering for Hasbro's X, under the assumption more or less everything's the same for the system, it would be nice if they could maybe do, the 2-packs maybe get specific recolors, it's locked in. I think that's where they get their advantage there. If Hasbro wants to do well this generation, they have to replicate what they did in Metal Fight, because Metal Fight was successful. Reprints, good quality recolors, taking advantage of, honestly, better recolors than Takara Tomy. Painted stuff that they didn't do. It's nice. It's nice when they do it. We appreciate it.
Yeah, I would give me some more painted stuff, because Takara so far has, we got Phoenix.
It's literally only... Okay, yeah, Phoenix, true, but other than that, it's been rare stuff.
Yeah. So it would be nice if Hasbro did that, because they could just do one solid color. Give me a red Leon Claw, painted red Leon Claw, or whatever, blue drawn sword. That'd be sick.
Actually,
or sword drawn.
Yeah.
yeah. That'd be nice.
So in terms of all the info we know, stadiums and wine are already covered. The first 4 are all starters. You know what I mean. The 2-pack, I wrote it for simplicity's sake because I didn't want to write Viper Sword Drawn. The 2-pack has Viper, I don't know what the first name is. It literally just said Viper. But Sword Drawn is in that 2-pack. And the other one was Chain Enciendo and Wizard Arrow.
Yeah, there you go.
So, I'm wondering... Where's Dagger? That could maybe be a wave too. Or a
Stadium set?
Stadium set would make sense. Well, that's what I'm thinking. I think probably for launch, you're going to see an amalgamation of July until October, probably, before the next wave.
Yeah, probably. Because Dagger's... What episode is Dagger introduced in?
Ooh,
I don't even remember. It's pretty early on, right?
Yes. Let me get it.
So they'll probably try to keep up with the first quarter of the episodes in terms of releases.
Actually, I think it was episode 10, was it? What episode did Drawn Dagger actually appear? No, wasn't it 9? No, it was 9 because she made them both for them, right? Oh my god, wait. Yeah, either way, around that time.
Yeah, it's pretty early. So that makes sense.
They don't have to, because I'm trying to think. First 10 weeks, whatever. Yeah. What I am wondering, what are they going to do for the Annie, the anniversary?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they said, they've made posts on Twitter saying they're going to be celebrating and this and that or whatever. So
I would
I'm hoping
hope it's not just,
I
oh, we're
mean,
celebrating Beyblade by collaborating with the IPs that we have, and that's it.
I'm sure we'll get some stuff. We'll probably, I don't know, maybe we get Funko Pops or something. Who
Since
knows?
we're already getting a difference with the Karatomi releases because we're getting 2-packs instead of the 3-on-3 box and whatever. How did they release? If they're gonna do it like this, then I think remakes got to be locked on 2-packs only. And it's not because I want people to spend more money. It's just like for us, for the Japan stuff, they could release a Storm Pegasus, a Trigger V2, any of these things as a single release. People buy, that would sell. But for the North America here, and in general, for those types of kids, there's no appeal in a Dronzer by itself.
Right.
In a 2-pack, why does that work? There's the main bay, they're going to understand. There's a remake, that's the bonus.
Yeah, I could see that. Because, like, I imagine, like, the twin packs, because they did the remakes for the twin packs for Burst, right? Where they had, like, Dragoon and
but they specifically had it together, and they called it Versus Legends.
Yeah, so it would make more sense for them to do a X Beyblade and then a remake with it. Yeah, that makes way more sense. Also, I think like the remakes are releasing much slower than they did in Burst too. I feel like.
I think probably once they develop all these models, I think they're still developing the template. You'll probably see it start to come a little bit more and more. I think honestly, like Metal Fight, when they literally say like, "Hey, we're gonna have this ready for Beyblade," I think they're literally like almost like they just finished on the clock.
Yeah, probably.
Because the production time to do the design and stuff, like everything is really close. Like this is not planned that ahead of time compared to previous generations. So that's probably why we're not seeing as much of it. But I don't know. Because now for the exclusive stuff, I honestly have no idea what they could do. I don't think they're going to do any stuff that TT that couldn't do. Like, I don't know if they would actually do a Tripio here.
Probably not.
Sadly.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm not expecting a ton of like exclusive Hasbro stuff. I mean, maybe a couple. Yeah, maybe a couple here and there, but we'll see. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'll take whatever.
Of course. Okay, so aside from that, I mean, I'm researching every single day on this stuff, trying to find info. This literally just came up because I was talking to a friend. I was like, hey, when's the last time we checked something? We checked. It was all that stuff. And keep in mind, a lot of these listings were kind of around the December time. So closer and closer, you'll find out stuff. But seemingly, the placeholder date, which means in reality, it's going to be probably like the month before, July 1st.
Yeah.
Happy Canada Day. Is that Canada Day? Am I a fraud right now? Yes, it's July 4th. Sorry. It's a late day. Okay, I almost thought. Yeah, but start of July is definitely a place. It's a Monday. So probably once we get more listing stuff, I'd be able to probably dig the US systems and like Canada systems to probably see when it's going to be arriving or get an idea. Because that's what me and my father used to do for the quad drive stuff, all the old Hasbro stuff. So we'll probably get a closer idea then. But it's kind of more or less a year different as it was before. Basically.
Yeah, it's I'm pretty hyped. It's a little earlier than I was expecting. So that's, I mean, I'm totally cool with that. I was expecting like August or September, but if stuff ends up showing up in like June, I'm totally down with that. That's not that far off when you think about it.
It's not really, because we're already in February, right? So
yeah,
I do hope more or less everything is the same. Listen, honestly, if the system's the exact same, if the weight's pretty close, if the materials aren't Pro Series, then it's a win. The stadium's okay, whatever. But if the base is the exact same and the materials are good, that's fine. Because I'm saying this because people keep on forgetting. Even if the base are the exact same system, that's not a celebration. Because if they use the Pro materials, you get the same issue with Pro Series.
Yeah. I'm optimistic. I'm very optimistic. Maybe I shouldn't
nothing to be
but
optimistic for.
I think it has to. They have to.
I saw
be
a guy get an infinite Achilles. Dude did one click, already a stress mark.
Yeah, I have one that I haven't opened. I just left it in the box.
Let's listen. They have to do it right. They literally say like, there's no reason in marketing to ever say be like the Japanese product. That's self-admission that they messed up. I even feel bad for BBG. I'm gonna be honest. You watch those videos on the reviews where they're like, oh, they're trying their best. Oh, if you look far away, it looks pretty close. Listen, they're in their contract, man. They gotta make up whatever shit. But
yeah. If you squint, it's pretty good.
Guys, I really appreciate that drawn sword and sword drawn have the same blue color. Listen, that's the other thing I wanted to talk about actually. So, because this launch is going to be so big, how do you think they're going to try to... Because listen, Marvel, Star Wars, dude, they better be paying a lot on the advertisements for this stuff to be good at launch.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Like, are we gonna get Star Wars and Marvel themed like commercials or adverts for the crossovers? Like, I'm very interested.
Think if they want this launch to be good, they need to not alienate influencers just because they share an opinion. If you send send samples, right? Send samples to Beyblade people, and then you can send like the Marvel dude bros and the Star Wars guys, those bays, and they can be like, wow guys, here's Beyblade Sword Dran?
Yeah.
Wizard?
Yeah.
Era.
Look, kids, it's a competitive hobby. The anime is competitively themed. The kids are going to gravitate towards like the content creators that actually know what they're talking about and are creating content that mirrors what they're seeing in the anime. They're not going to go watch some random dude on TikTok who has no idea what he's looking at, just like, just open it and launch it and that's it. Like, kids are going to gravitate towards that type of content. Now, of course, there's going to be people that just want to watch like team battles or whatever, but I think like if they can market it properly, like that's what they're going to gravitate towards. So yeah, that's why you see people like like you and Illinook and
Great
yeah,
example.
and like even BBG at one point was like very focused on, especially during Metal Fight era, we're very focused on like giving information. They did competitive information. They did like band breakdowns and stuff on like Hell and Tempo. So things changed over the course of time, but there's a reason why those channels got as big as they did.
Yeah, Illinook's a hard worker. It would make sense. Him, J-Pod, JoJo.
Yeah, JoJo for sure.
Yeah, just I think. Next topic. Okay, now this is the big one. UX. We're getting closer to that Wednesday, Valentine's Day. What am I doing on that day? Talking about Beyblade.
Me too.
That's amazing. So, what I thought would be fun, instead of it just being, what do you think? We're going to go over each of the products. We're going to give our predictions. The viewers... Oh, sorry, I think I was a little too loud. The viewers... I went too crazy. The viewers are basically going to do a tally. Whoever's the most accurate prediction. And then after, the loser has to do the other's challenge for a video. And the loser can and the winner can decide whatever it is. So if you want me to do Gold Leon Claw Gear Point versus UX, I'll do it.
Bet.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull up the list. So we're gonna go over this. Okay, string launcher. Okay, what color do you think the launcher is gonna be?
Let's see. We have black already. We
Black,
have
blue, and red.
and we have red. I'm gonna go with white.
White. Oh,
Yeah,
I
I'm
have to have
going
a
with white.
different pick too, because otherwise it's not. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let me think. Okay. Wait. This is okay. No. I actually got to fight for this. Hold on. Okay. Let me think. Okay. You said white. The Bay Wiki is failing me right now. I can't find the page. Okay, string launcher. Perfect. Okay, Bay launcher. Let's see what they did. I'm gonna go with yellow. No, translucent yellow. But if I'm close enough, you give me 0.5. Translucent yellow for wizard.
All right, heard.
Okay. Now, longer string or same length? Same length.
Well, let's say same variance in length, because like some are a little bit shorter,
yeah.
some are a little bit longer.
Sure. Okay.
But yeah, roughly same length. Yeah.
That one I'll keep the same. Okay. Now there's 2 launcher grips. Now, what are we thinking?
I'm gonna say new grip.
What do you mean?
Like
They are
different
new grips.
No, I mean like not a recolor, like a different style.
Okay.
I'm going different style grip.
I want to save you, and I'm going to ask you, what colors do you think the grips are going to be?
Black and white.
Black and white. Well, there's 2 grips. There's already
Oh,
a
there's
black
2.
one.
Oh, red and white. Red and white.
Red and white. Oh, it's not looking good for me. I'm gonna go with white, black, and then the inverse. No, wait. They're gonna do a red grip? No. Shit. Okay. I'm trying to think.
That Leon Claw's calling your name.
What would they do? It's a launch of UX. It's got to be themed in the colors, but they already did a drown one with blue. It's got to be a red one. Maybe a red one and a blue one. No, they already did blue. I'm gonna go with red and white. Now, do you think accessories or no accessories on it? I think yes, and maybe rubber. Like, what do you call it? The rubber grip. Your options are either rubber, plastic, or metal. Because there's that power grip thing, remember? The thing where it's like the modified handle?
Do we have a price for it? Is the price different? All right, I'm gonna say no then.
Okay. I'm gonna change my prediction to just colors.
Okay. Okay.
If this is the right amount.
Yep. No accessories then. I'm gonna say no accessories.
So,
they're gonna sell those separate for sure.
Okay, I'm gonna go with one red, one white. You're gonna go with what are you gonna go with?
Yeah, red and white.
Okay. I'll be different then. Black and white, white and black.
We can
No.
pick the same.
It's okay. I've already got home field advantage on the prices. All right.
All right.
All right. Next up. Okay, I mean, we already know the first 3 are going to be like a draw and a hell and a wizard. Because they do that every time it's a new thing. Okay, so let's go over the actual bays. Bonus points.
Hold up a second. Wait a second. You said it's 3, right?
Yeah, the entry set's just going to be 0-1, recolor. That's what they always do. Like God Valkyrie, the God Valkyrie entry set. It's a recolor of God Valkyrie.
So wait, it's 3 UX Beyblades, not 4.
Well, it's 4 products that are UX, but the 4th one should just be a recolor.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Because there's every Valkyrie set, and every Valkyrie set, it's just a recolor of the main one.
Yeah. Okay, my brain was like not correlating. Okay, yeah. All right, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so bonus points if you can guess the name, the other name of the half. I don't know. Okay. Now, I'm gonna go with. I would go with drawn Excalibur. I'm gonna go with drawn Saber.
Okay. Yeah, we got sword, dagger. What's another? Drawn Buster.
Buster.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, like Buster Blade.
Oh, like the Buster Sword.
Yeah, or maybe
They
drawn.
did do it.
Drawn. Yeah, they could do drawn. I feel like they could change the naming up a little bit, or it could be long sword, but that's too long of a title. I feel like
Drawn long
great sword. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of, like Monster Hunter weapons now, like long sword, great sword. I'm gonna go with Buster, just because it sounds cool.
Buster.
Drawn Buster. Yeah.
If it's drawn Excalibur, I'm gonna shoot myself. Not just kidding, YouTube. Don't demonetize. Okay, so next up. Okay, actually, let's go over now the parts of the stuff. We'll save what we think the UX gimmick is going to be at the end. I'll put that at the end.
Okay.
Okay, new Ratchet or old Ratchet? Oh no. Obviously, actually, let me rephrase.
That's hard, man.
Let me rephrase. Okay, what Ratchet do you think they will do? I want to say, because of how they do it, drawn was 3, the sword was 3, dagger was 4, they always go +1. So, I don't think they would do 560 for drawn, because it's UX, and they just did a 560.
Yeah.
So, I want to go with 660, probably.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm gonna go with.
Could be less or more.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm gonna go with 650.
Ooh, 650.
Yeah.
Okay. Could they do a less amount? No, they wouldn't do 2 sides, would they?
Maybe.
Okay, what about the bit?
Rubber flat.
I'm gonna go with a variant of some. I'm gonna go with low rush.
Okay.
Ooh, wait, am I gonna regret this? Wait. No, because Hell's Chain was high taper. Low rush would make some sense. Oh, it's fast and it attacks slow. Oh, rubber flat. Okay, I think I might have lost on the drawn predictions. Okay, let's assume
because you gotta think we got if Pegasus is gonna come out too, maybe they put rubber on that.
Oh,
like timing wise.
Okay. Hells. Hell themed weapons.
Skeleton. What are like some skeleton mobs? What do they use? Freaking
Hell's skull.
Oh.
I don't like that sound. Hell's ghost. No.
Maybe Bird finally returns to the freaking
Purgatory?
No, the bird theme. Nah. He's still got the whole bird motif. His hair looks like feathers. He's got the bird on his shirt. Like
that's all you get. Strike Hook. It's dead. It's hell.
I'm gonna say Hellhawk.
Hellhawk. Ooh. Well, that could work narratively. Like it's a combination. Bird works on the bay, not multi. Okay.
Yeah, it's like skeleton bird.
Okay. They did Scythe. They did Chain. What else are things that come from hell? People. No, I can't.
Hell people.
No.
Demon.
Hell demon. Hell's Gate. I don't know if that'd be a base name. Oh God, I think I'm stuck. I think I hit a roadblock. Oh God, what is stuff that come from hell?
It's. I feel like it still has to have the skeleton theme.
But there's Chain and there's Scythe, and that's like a Grim Reaper theme.
That's true. I don't know, pitchforks?
Weapons that are pitchforks.
Yeah, I guess like the devil with the pitchfork. I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of hard. I'm going with Hellhawk.
Hellhawk. You're lucky. It's such a limited thing. It's Hell's thing, and there's no theme thematically. It's just, what, Hell? Wait. I got it. It's gonna be cold. Max is interrupting me, and now I just lost my train of thought. Oh god. Hell's Flame.
Hell's Flame. All right.
Flame from Hell. You got when you tell someone to burn in hell, that's the bay. All right.
I'm going with 660. No, 760. 760.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to also say that. Damn it. Well, if they did dagger, okay. Well, let's say, I'm gonna say, If let's say dagger they did shorter, because when they usually do a height they milk it. I will also go with, I don't like this. I will also go with 760.
All right.
What about the bit? The bit has to be new.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
I mean, everything.
I don't know what, but
I think. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be another taper. I think it's going to be something.
My God.
It could be low taper, but I feel like that'd be lame. I think this is going to be like a big change. So I'm going to go with like all new bit. I don't know. Okay. I don't know what, but I think it's going to be a shape we don't have yet.
I'm trying to think because you don't really see much balance bottoms. Balance Beyblade.
You could get like CS coat sharp.
That's
maybe.
Point. Oh, you mean like a literal CS?
Yeah, or something similar. Some sort of like rubber / plastic or metal, rubber / metal. I mean, they could do whatever. So I'm thinking something with rubber. I think all 3 Beyblades may be rubber tips.
Really?
Or some new material. Yeah. That's my pipe dream.
Okay, you'll go with. So what is your prediction for the bit?
Some sort of like hybrid CS? Rubber plastic. Yeah, something like CS maybe.
I'm trying to think now. It's gonna be a little bit interesting because we don't really know if the bits will have gimmicks or not. So I'm trying to think what other shape could you do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, as far as like
really?
just plastic stuff. Like, I think it's time to graduate.
I think
to different materials.
It's got to advance or something. This is really tough. You get the first shot and I have to guess. Okay. Metal. Wait. Okay, it has to be a balance thing. I'm gonna go with some modification of ball, where it's maybe more of a cone shape, and it's more stamina but momentum.
Okay, fair enough.
I think
it sounds like taper, but okay. Oh my gosh.
Okay. I'm gonna do this. Okay, you did CS, I can think of something. I can think of some bit. Okay, well... No, I'm gonna take the L on this one. Okay.
Alright.
I get the first guess on the wizard stuff for the bit.
Hey, no problem. I already got mine lined up for wizard. Yeah.
Wizard bow, 880. And for the bit, I'm trying to think, how do you expand on the ball bit? Because you've got ball, you've got gear ball. I want to say... I would like like an orbit, like a free spin ball. like Atomic or something.
Okay. What did you say for the Ratchet?
I said 880. No,
Oh,
wait.
okay.
Wait. 780. Because if Hell would... Because Wizard and Hellseer are the same thing. So if it was 660, it's got to be 780. So I'm going to go with Wizard Bow, 780, and some orbits. Like, you know what I mean? Like the free rotating ball thing.
Free spinning,
okay, now.
yeah. I'm going to go with like Wizard... dang.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Wizard Crossbow. Wizard.
What's that?
Some sort of crossbow type thing. I don't know. That's stronger. Or Wizard. Oh, Wizard Longbow. Wizard Longbow.
Wizard Longbow. Okay, how about this?
There
I'll
we
give
go.
you a bow. I'll change mine. Wizard.
To what?
Wizard Staff?
Okay.
It probably is bow.
For Ratchet, I'm gonna go with 880. I'm going with 880. I'm going all new parts for everything.
It's TT, that's why I always get scared. You're probably right, but yeah.
For the tip, I'm gonna go with Palm Stamina.
Oh, like friction?
Yeah.
Okay.
The low friction palm stuff or whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna go with some sort of palm ball or something.
So, okay, do you think... Okay, here's what I am assuming the blade... I think the blades are all going to be modified where the weight is not there on the top. They're going to say, well, maybe there's more metal on the outside and they're technically faster or something. I think that's UX. And that's perfectly fine for a shift. I don't think anything else changes. And the reason why, if there was going to be a change that was significant, we would have gotten all the sides by now. There's a reason we only got 960, 980. It means probably UX is the missing other numbers.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think the blade is going to have any new parts to it because like Cross still has to fight Chrome or whatever when he gets to the top, and I'm assuming Chrome's going to be using Cobalt. That's going to be like the big thing or whatever. So if he's using like a brand new system versus like, you know, the previous system, I feel like that'd be kind of weird. So I'm gonna say like you said, I think it's probably just weight distribution change. Like they've moved metal towards the outside or something.
That's on. I don't know what else you do. Like if it's customizable, sick. But like I'm not going to go crazy over it. Okay. Okay, what else do we got for the UX stuff? Okay, what is your prediction for the upcoming chapter?
Let's see. Dang, I mean, they could really go anywhere with it at this point. I think they probably have to do another challenge, right? To get to the next floor. Probably some sort of mini challenge that's going to take up a couple pages. Then they get to the next floor, and then they introduce new team. Maybe.
Actually, wait. What's April? Oh, April's a random booster. So you're gonna go with...
Okay. No. I'm taking that back. I am going with the challenge thing. They're gonna have some sort of challenge, and then maybe they meet up with Team Zuganic and do something. Bird trains. I don't know.
My prediction.
Bird loses again.
Well, my prediction. The reason why UX bays will be made is because of the bay time shift. And they'll be adjusting all of their bays to adjust to Burn's bay time shift for future battles, and Multi will assist with that. And most likely what'll happen, I want to say, I feel like the random booster could just be a floor boss.
Yeah, it could be. And like
the next to do more of that.
The next floor could be a shorter thing or whatever, maybe. So maybe like, because if UX isn't going to be a new team, then like if they're going to introduce anybody, it needs to be like sort of like a smaller team, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
So maybe it's a throwaway thing. I don't know. I think you're probably closer on that one than I am, for sure.
It would probably make sense anyways. Well, I'm very curious for the chapter anyways. Now,
Yeah.
in terms of actual information, UX will be this Wednesday. How much they show, I'm not too sure. Because I'm assuming the release date... Where's March's? Okay, your options, because the one thing I do know is it says end of the month, right? And we obviously have seen that be accurate. I'm assuming, do you think 30th or 23rd? I want to say, I'll hold it up in my hand already.
I'm going to say for UX?
Yeah, for March, 23rd or 30th.
I'm going to say, dang, that's hard. I'm going to say 23rd. I'm going to say 23rd.
I'm also going with 23rd.
Yeah, I think we probably won't get a ton of information on UX, I don't think, this next issue, because they'll probably do some sort of spread for Sphinx. Because I don't... Did they do a spread in last core for Sphinx? I don't think they did.
Usually what they do is they'll probably... we might have a point... Oh, actually...
Because the following Coro would line up before UX.
Because I'm forgetting they're at the end of the month. What'll probably happen is... I feel it makes the most sense to show everything at once, though, but...
I mean, I think they might
have a promo for Sphinx.
Yeah.
I think either way, all the pre-orders are going to be for that month.
Yeah. I think they do promo this next issue for Sphinx, and then maybe they do a couple more teaser images like we got in the previous. I don't think we'll get like any sort of like system breakdown stuff, but I think we will get maybe we'll get some other pictures of like the wizard and hell variant or whatever.
Well, this is where it gets tricky, right? Because Sphinx, you're right, they could probably just leave that for promotion. But I was just trying to think, it's like, okay, they do a teaser for the thing, and then after March, but there's a random booster in April, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I would think, if it's a random booster, you gotta advertise that random booster strong. Could be wrong, but... yeah, I would hope we get most of the stuff. I don't know. The bea's probably going to be faster, and that's the whole thing. Because, like, they're hyping up all this shit like it's like, oh my god, these bees are dangerous!
It's like every new release now. It's the new fastest! Yeah.
So, aside from that, okay, we covered the Hasbro name changes, 2-packs, Vader Luke, thoughts on the info so far, price discussion, mold updates, UX. Alright, so now... what is going to be the video I have to do if I get the least amount correct compared to you?
I want tournament video Leon Claw 560 taper only, unless you get the deck.
What? Whoa, hold on. I said video. I didn't say whoa. This is way too much leverage.
No, that's totally fair.
Hold on. Whoa. Okay, hold on. Let me throw the bargaining chips, all right? Listen, I want to win my events that I host, right?
Well, get good, I guess.
Can't I just bleed my gold Leon Claw or something against UX?
No. Leon Claw 560 taper at an event.
Can I at least change the combo?
Yes, you can change the combo. You have to use Leon Claw, though.
Okay.
You have to use Leon.
Wait. Okay.
That's the only stipulation. You use whatever combo you want, but it has to be Leon Claw.
Okay, the blade has to be Leon Claw. Okay.
Yep.
No, I really don't want to lose this. Now I'm gonna actually rig the editing in this, so all my corrections are right. No, I'm kidding. Okay. What about just finals?
Nope.
Really?
No, if you get to finals, you can switch.
Whoa. Well, how long do I have to use the Leon Claw? The whole first stage?
Yeah. Hey, a kid didn't. Hey, you had a kid show up with a Leon Claw.
Listen,
Stock.
WBO kids got plot armor, okay? That's like God's light on them, just so they can do it. He won.
Get some plot armor.
Okay. A Leon Claw. That means I have to like. Okay, well, does it matter what order that I put it? Can I have it strategically like at a specific amount, or do I have to put it first or something?
No, you got to use it.
Okay, I got to use it. Okay. So what if I put it like in the second slot, but I get like okay. I'm trying to bargain.
You have to use I'll lower the requirements. You have to go to a tournament and you have to use Leon Claw in at least more than one matchup. No, yeah, you have to go in more than one matchup at least with Leon Claw. Like it has to be used in more.
What if it's like deck format? What if I use it like 2 rounds? Or you mean like 2 separate opponents?
2 separate opponents. You have to use against at least 2 separate opponents. I
need to think.
That's not that big of a deal.
No, I'll do it. I'm just trying to think. Hey, it's Hasbro. What do you want me to do? Does that have to be the original Leon Claw, or can it be the gold one?
Yeah, it can be gold one. Whichever one.
Bruh, like what combos are good with Leon Claw?
I've made a bunch of videos on them.
I guess it's rush time for Leon Claw. I'll try.
All right.
I'll try.
All right. What's my?
Okay, here's what I'll do. If I don't do it first stage, it'll be guaranteed I have to use it in finals more than once.
That's fine.
So either or. So I'm still accepting it. Stock Leon Claw's mental, bro. That's like if I asked you for a card run over your legs. If I won.
Yeah.
we gotta level the playing field. Okay, now I get to cook. Yeah. I don't know, actually. I'm in all that build up for nothing. Let me think. Well, do you go to tournaments?
Yeah.
I haven't after the move, right?
Yes, 100%. So I'll have way more time. So the only one I went to this past year was Beyblade West. So
but
that was a big one.
Did they do 1v1 or 3v3?
Well, that was for last year. This year, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if I'll be going back to West because I'm on East Coast, so I like flew over there just because like Swift and Eddie was there or whatever.
Right.
But
okay.
Yeah. So this year I'll mostly be being on West Coast, East Coast.
When do you think you'll be doing events? Because that's my stipulation. I have to see.
Probably this summer for sure.
This summer, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so then what I'm thinking is let's create levels to this, right? So the weakest level, then after like medium and strong. So like use Leon Claw, but this, or the hardest challenge of that. Okay, so for mine, okay, because this time I'm actually thinking this is actually fun now. Now I'm actually thinking about it. Okay, your level 3 challenge. You have to have an entire deck of 3 of only Bucket and Shoot remakes.
Okay.
And you have to try to win with it. I don't care what parts you use. You can put whatever. But for an example, it has to be Dragoon S, has to be Trigger S, Drones R S. It has to be like Bucket.
All right, yeah, that's fine.
They'll be by then, hopefully. Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Now you got level 2. 2 BSB remakes and 1 NEB. Okay. Level 1 BSB remake, but you have to win with it. So all of this, someone in the comments have to document. That's like a legal contract now. Okay, so must win. I don't know, like it's already pretty hard. BSB is as hard as Leon Claw.
So basically, like every event, like if I lose every event I have to go to, I just gotta keep taking. I gotta keep taking the box.
No, I'll just do one event.
Okay.
One event. Well.
All right.
Okay, that could be level 3. If you want to do level
Alright.
3 every event. No, that's way too messed up now. That's way 10 years of that. Okay, now for me, okay, level 1, level 2, level 3. So technically, I would have to complete one of these. Okay, so what's level 1 of your thing?
Okay, so basically mirror it. Level 1, you have to use Leon Claw.
Okay.
Level 2, you have to use Leon Claw and Viper. Level
Okay,
3,
calm.
you have to use level 3, you have to use Leon
Zuganic.
Claw, Viper. Yeah, full Zuganic deck.
Okay. Ooh.
You just have to use it. You have to use it. I'm not even gonna say you have to win with it because that's like too much. Okay, level 1, you have to win. Level 1, because Leon. Leon.
Listen, let's just make all of it. You have to win, but then after, let's make it like first stage and finals, or just finals, that type of stuff.
Okay. All right. Stage 1, you have to use finals. I think Leon Claw in finals is fine. Stage 2.
Finals, stage 1, or level 1, whatever. Level 2, I'm okay with both.
Yeah, level 2, both. Level 3, you just gotta use. Level 3 is hardest, right?
Level 3 is probably harder than I don't know.
Yeah,
bro, Rhino Horn.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay, so level 3, we'll just say you got to use full Zuganic deck the whole tournament.
Shit. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
All right,
that's even. Wait.
Because the rest of the Bakutin shoot stuff might suck. Like,
hold on.
It might be bad.
Okay, wait. Okay, I want to put another stipulation on this. This will be active once you're active for the events. Okay?
Okay, fair enough.
Right. So if they do like Leon Fang, does it count?
No, it has to be Leon Claw.
Well, okay, what if they do...
We'll revisit it. We'll revisit it. If
we'll negotiate.
Yeah, if Zuganic gets like some variants or Evos or whatever, then we'll revisit it.
Okay.
All right.
The comments have to decide which one's more severe.
Yeah.
I mean, BSP get Dragoon. I'm already giving you a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
But
unless it's terrible.
I'll accept it.
Yeah, I'm down.
I'm not gonna wuss out of it. Already wussed out of it a little bit with the Leon Claw stuff. I'll take it. I mean, Viper, it's like, Viper's already, like, you can kind of use it both stages and probably win.
Yeah, Viper's
Rhino,
decent.
that's the thing. A kid, and I have to edit this. I know I said a kid like that, like, with so much anger. Sorry. A kid beat my Cobalt Drake, and it was like this Rhino defense combo. And it was like, I was like, shit. Okay, it's how Bird feels.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just need plot armor.
So aside from that, we got anything else? I think we pretty much hit all the boxes. Yeah. I don't know. Is that it, or do we got anything else?
I think that's it. No, I think
we did it. Alrighty.
All right.
Well, plug your stuff.
Outro. All right. Well, thanks again for having me, Zankye. If you guys want to check out my channel, I make a ton of different Beyblade content, varying from Plastic Gen all the way up to X. And I'd appreciate it if you stop by.
What about the shirts?
Oh, yeah. And I have cat shirts. If you guys saw Max here in the stream, I have a shirt of Max. You guys can grab that. I guess Zankye will probably link that somewhere.
Probably. All right, wait. I'm going to put my hand here so I don't forget. Okay, so we'll be back probably next week on a discussion on our thoughts on whatever UX stuff came, and then after our prediction, maybe for, I don't know, waffle at this point. Remember, I did put a community tab post, everyone, so if you want any topics or on the Twitter, you want to throw us stuff, make sure to send it, because... we're keeping an eye on this stuff in case there's no other topics. But obviously hope Hasbro can do well for X. Maybe Beyblade Fortnite? and I was trying to do the dance.
Yeah.
I forgot it was cropped in the screen, so I just realized it was pointless. Okay, well, that's about it for now. Take care and bye.
All right.
Oh, take care
Have a
and
good
bye.
one.